Hi, Charlie. How are you doing? I'm super excited about this clearing today. I think you're definitely going to feel it for sure, and it's kind of a short one, so there's not going to be a lot of stories involved. But you should be able to clear this very quickly. Okay. Um, you know, the primary thing was that you wanted to reconnect with your younger self, so that's the intention set for the reading. All right. Now, I'm going to take a step back here and I want to read to you the information exactly as, as I have it here because I didn't do that in your first reading. So we're going to go back to your soul profile. I'm going to read to you what I have for Procyon, which is your soul group. Procyon souls are a bit of a mystery, definitely. They are drawn to allowing solar energy to nurture their bodies. The practice of breatherism comes from this soul group. Procyon are drawn to sunshine. They love to be outside and need a great deal of light to flourish. They often have very slight, thin bodies and unusual eyes. Procyons ended up on Earth accidentally and feel quite aimless on our planet. Their own planet adopted a more isolationist policy, and souls that were traveling were simply shut out from returning. They often have a clear connection to a sense of purpose and feel a bit lost here. They do best by supporting others who have a clear sense of direction and purpose. The dysfunctional aspect of this soul group is a lack of direction in life. They may try to make others feel responsible for giving their life meaning and purpose, leading to codependency within relationships. Now, I channeled the original information straight from the Akash. Now, I get that this is not a lot of information compared to the other soul groups. That's why I channeled it also, too. I didn't want you to get caught up into the whole concept of, I wanted to see where you were going to head. If you were on the dysfunctional aspect or if you were not on the dysfunctional aspect. And after this first clearing, whatever dysfunctional aspects you were holding on to, you're ready to release those. Okay? Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is your soul gift. And there's quite a bit on that. So, just saying. It's divine communication, right? It's the fifth energy center, which is your fifth chakra, which we did discuss the Larimer. That is a master stone if you want to embody that energy and help you develop more of your gift. Okay, so, or I wouldn't say develop. You don't really, you don't really develop it more, but you become more in alignment with it. Okay. This is the energy center of communication, self-expression, and authenticity. This is the realm of the teacher and the written and spoken word. They have a very special relationship with language. Words will they will have a taste and substance for them. They are natural experts at communication. They become exceptional writers, speakers, or both. They innately know how to inspire and move people into action through words. They excel at helping others change at the level of thought and mind, but introducing new ways of looking at life through the written or spoken word. This often translates into the realm of business within the areas of marketing and sales, where exceptional communication skills are key. It is imperative that fifth energy center people use their words in how they make a living. This is often what unlocks abundance for them. It is always important for them to have an audience of sorts to communicate with, whether that's one person or a group of listeners or readers. They are highly verbal people, often constantly talking. So you can kind of see how I didn't feel like any of this would resonate with you in the beginning. Teaching and having whole conversations in their minds. They always need to talk things through, and one of the greatest gifts anyone can give them is to simply listen and let them work their thoughts through verbally. They are teachers, but are frequently even more comfortable in the realm of the student. They can be avid, lifelong learners and voracious readers. They can be prolific content creators and may be full of ideas of what to write and teach. However, because this is the realm of authenticity, it is vital that they express their own unique opinion and expertise, gathered through personal experience and the results they themselves have created. They have strong opinions and perspectives, and their abundance will actually come by uploading their unique point of view publicly. They get on little soapboxes and are highly outspoken. Their inner wisdom frequently unfolds spontaneously when they communicate. Most especially, they will find themselves giving excellent advice that surprises even them when they are in conversation. They are a natural channel, and channeling happens in the moment. The negative polarity of this energy center is when their communication falls on deaf ears. Communication, after all, is a two-way street. If nobody is listening and engaging with their communications, fifth energy center people must either find an audience that actually values what they have to say or relay their message differently. If they don't address that nobody is listening, they may fall into inauthenticity and just start communicating what they think people want to hear. I'll read that again. If they don't address that nobody is listening, they may fall into inauthenticity and just start communicating what they think people want to hear. Unfortunately, they may also start simply rehashing what they have heard from other teachers or mentors, leading to plagiarism rather than authentic self-expression. Some fifth energy people have become so conditioned to speak their truth that they hide in the student role. They will endlessly read, learn, and study, but not actually do anything, because then they might actually have something original to express. It is important that they learn, do, and then teach from their personal experience if they are to unlock the abundance of their divine gifts. If this energy center continues to remain unheard, they will end up in the dysfunctional aspects of their gift and communicate to no one. Their gifts may come out through unwanted and often inappropriate advice. They may also talk some more without any regard for who is listening or whether anyone wants to hear it. Their communication style may descend into verbal masturbation. They just talk for the sake of talking. If human beings aren't listening, they might find solace in the spiritual realm. They may journal and channel endlessly without ever publishing and serving the world through their gifts. Now, again, you are a natural channeler, okay? So this whole reconnection with this database of information, I mean, it's so powerful. I know you're going to write a book, most likely. And when you do, I will purchase it. I'm telling you, because it's going to be fantastic. With you doing these clearings so rapidly, I've never worked with anyone that could clear this rapidly. But I've never worked with a Procyon either, so that's cool. Now, back to your actual reading. There were two separate life situations. However, we're only going to discuss one because it's really, the other one there was one block, and it's actually being created by the original situation. So it's just it's a cord. There were two cords, one from each of your parent. They were created at the years of, you were 2 years old in this life. Now remember, there's nothing more powerful than free will, okay? It's not like you're not a victim. No one's tried to trick you or, anything like that. You've basically been asleep on this planet for a really long time. It wasn't like you actively chose amnesia, but the world was not ready to receive your divine gift of communication from Brian. Okay, now since we've cleared these blocks and restrictions, anytime a cord is cleared, you're going to hear from these people, right? And it may not be a pleasant experience. There may be some dissonance there because subconsciously they're going to try to reconnect that cord to you. So you just need to be aware of that. So if one or both of your parents reach out to you and there's some dissonance there, just show them love. And because really parents do these type of things because we're their children, and they want to protect us. It's not malicious, okay? Now, there were two imprints. Now, imprints are kind of like an energetic stamp. And what they do is they remind us not to recreate that same experience. However, they also hinder us. And we can't really step into our true divinity with imprints and beliefs that no longer serve us. Now, these imprints do take a little longer to clear than, say, a belief, but I can't really say how long it's going to take you to clear because you do this work very rapidly. Now, the first imprint, and both imprints also too were generational imprints. So they've been in your family for generations. Okay, so that's why they take a little longer. There's a lot of energy behind these. Now, there were no mantras that came up for you this time, and other than just bringing these things to your awareness. That's really all you need. So the first imprint was actions speak louder than words. And they're like imprints and beliefs are like these little sayings that we adopt, okay? An imprint is more of an energetic stamp, but a belief is an idea or a concept that we adopt to help us make sense of reality. The next imprint was be careful for what you wish for. All right? That saying's been around for so long. And be careful for what you wish for. For you especially, it's like you're wanting to reconnect with your younger self, right? And so this imprint, it was, definitely hindering your ability to remember. It kept you kind of in a state of amnesia. But again, like I said, there's nothing more powerful than free will. And now you are free willingly, consciously removing these imprints. Now there's three more, and they're all beliefs. They're all personal beliefs, which means that you personally adopted these beliefs. And the first one was created at the age of 4. And it's being held in your emotional body at your 3rd chakra, which is also your solar plexus. So it's being held at your solar plexus. Now remember, I know this reading is like, there's not a lot to it, but just bringing your awareness to these beliefs and imprints, you're ready to release them because they no longer serve you, right? So the first one was created at the age of 4. As you make your bed, you must lie in it. And so whenever I think of this statement, especially for you, it's kind of like it definitely hinders your creativity because, or your confidence to create your own reality, because it's kind of like saying if you make a mistake, then you have to live with it, right? Which just totally negates us becoming the best version of who we are. Now, the next belief was created at the age of 5. It's being held in your emotional body at the first chakra, which is your root chakra. It's all about survival. And the belief is practice makes perfect. You know, probably in one of my earlier clearings, this one came up for me as well as a belief. And that was huge for me. Practice makes perfect. When I cleared that, I actually was able to step into and embody my gift and express my gift. So this one's going to be huge for you. Practice makes perfect. In other words, you don't need to practice your gift. You need to express it. Okay. Now the next belief, it's being held at your 5th chakra. So this is a huge one. I'm hoping this is definitely going to get your channeling going. I feel like it is. It's being held in the mental body, and it was adopted at the age of 6. And it's all things come to those who wait. That one's huge too. All things come to those who wait. So you're definitely ready to release these imprints and these beliefs. And I'm super excited to see what happens. All right, so I will be doing your next clearing. I will probably check back in with your higher self around the 24th or the 25th, probably on Christmas, and see where you're at, okay? All right, much love.